Hey everyone, I'm here with a quick update on the Diddy trial. Cassie is still on the stand, and Cassie is the prosecution's star witness. Well, Cassie confirmed today, which many people were debating for years, this Johnathan Oddi, who claimed a long time ago that he was a slave. Adding the words, okay, because I'm being clean here because it's YouTube. Slave to Diddy and Cassie. And Cassie did confirm that what he was pretty much saying was true today. Let me go ahead and share screen so we can get right into this story. Diddy trial. Alleged ex-slave vindicated by Cassie's testimony. So Cassie Ventura is testifying about a new imprisoned sex worker who claimed way back in 2018 he was Diddy's ex-slave. And while everyone thought he was crazy back then, he seems vindicated now. Diddy's attorney Anna grilled Cassie about the male escort Johnathan Oddi and a 2013 incident where she suspected Oddi had recorded one of their freak-off encounters. In court, they played an audio recording of Cassie threatening a DJ she believed had possession of the video. Let's just take a listen to this really quickly.
I felt bad. I got along well with her, and I think she's a decent person. And unfortunately, I had a suspicion that she was in a situation that she was in, but I wasn't sure. And now I understand the life, what was going on in her life, and what was happening. And him beating her up in the hotel shows me the type of individual he is, and confirms that everything that happened to me was true and correct and in line with his personality. I was a male, chicken deal, a model chicken deal, you could say. And they called me for a show they called me the agency that I work for to do a show. And then I went and did a show, and things led to them offering me more money to perform sexual acts. And that's it. That's how I basically got started. I get dressed like a police officer, I do a show, I do a strip down, and then, they offer me some more money. They offer me some more money to do some extra stuff. Candles, sensual atmosphere, lights off. He would sit in a corner in the sofa, watch, and he'd say, he'd tell her, give her instructions what to do to me. Perform oral sex, rub baby oil. Then he'd tell me rub baby oil, perform oral sex, and then have sex.
How many times did you have sex with Cassie?
Probably like 15 sessions.
And what did you get paid? How much?
It would be like 800 each time. Each act. But sometimes they'll call me twice. I'll leave, and then 3 hours later, they would call me, come back.
Why did you decide to record or video?
Because after she passed out, I decided to record that. So in the event anything worse happened, like if she died, or anybody died, it will be on camera, it will be on video, what happened. So I wouldn't be responsible for any of that.
So you were beginning to worry about her doing drugs. I mean, like about her dying or him dying or somebody dying from the drugs, and that you would be held responsible. So you brought a video. You brought your phone?
No, I had a USB video memory stick done like a spy shop, and I put it in the water on the table, in the living room table of the hotel I was staying at. I filmed it, and had everything I described. At the settlement table, there was a lot of irregularities. Okay, It was my first settlement. So they brought me in. and Diddy had a T-shirt with two men in ski masks pointing, making gun signs. Okay, and it was black and white, and it had a red frame. Okay, but that's the way he operates. He communicates, threatening you, like saying, "I'm gonna have you killed."
I think
she's heard berating him to prove he really had the video. If you have it, pull it up, or I will unalive you, and he will unalive you again. Then he appears to be referring to Diddy. The DJ responds he wasn't disrespectful, so he wouldn't play it in front of her. And Cassie fires back, "If you don't show me, I'll cut you up." On the stand, Cassie confirmed it was her on the recording, and she records she just didn't trust Oddi. The explosive exchange seems to support Oddi's recent claim during a News Nation interview that Diddy and Cassie had threatened him during a settlement negotiation. It also makes Oddi's claim that he had sex with Cassie more than a dozen times a little more believable. He first dropped that jewel to police, who were questioning him about getting into a 2018 shootout at a Trump hotel in Miami. Back then, everyone thought he was off his rocker, but Cassie's testimony makes his story less outlandish and way closer to the truth than we expected. By the way, Oddi's currently still doing time for the shootout with cops. This thing is just, it just gets more crazier and crazier as this testimony goes along. I will say this, I'm not saying she wasn't a victim, but I'm saying this too. These two were like Bonnie and Clyde. When they had to, they came together to do what they had to do. If someone was threatening to expose their, whatever they did in private. But in addition to that, they threatened each other. Okay, he would threaten her with the videos. Other people was threatening them with the videos, and they probably threatened each other with the videos. This thing was a hot, stinking, drug-filled, sex-filled, addicted mess. I don't know how this story is going to turn out. Again, these people were paid, and when you're being paid, are you being forced? Now, yes, I think it might be a slam dunk on the P word portion of this trial, of him paying for people to have relations with him. I think that part is probably clear already. Those are just my thoughts. Y'all can let me know yours. But the rest of it, I don't know how you was forced and coerced and they called you and you came back. If they called you and you didn't want to go back, just say, I'm not coming. Don't pick up your phone no anymore. Throw that phone out or block the numbers. I don't know. This is a lot. It's a lot going on in this case. And it's just a lot to dissect. I will say this, I'm glad I'm not a juror. Listen, guys, chat with me in the comments, and when I get opportunity, I will chat back. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. Everybody, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts on this Johnathan. Yes, everybody thought he was a little crazy, but even though I think people thought he was crazy, I think they also thought there was some truth to what he was saying. Now, he is the first one that I can recall saying that he caught a STD from Cassie and Diddy. He didn't specifically, to my knowledge, I remember listening to, him talk. I don't think he said whether it came from, I think he said it came from Cassie, or I think he kind of blamed both of them. So I'm not quite sure, because for the most part, with all of these men, what I'm hearing is Diddy was in the corner pleasuring himself, and they were doing all of this stuff to Cassie. And then after these individuals would do whatever they did to Cassie, Diddy will call her in a separate room and have her do some things to him. It's crazy. It's a lot. It's unbelievable. But again, we always say you never know what's going on behind someone closed doors. And on that note, if I could give a Diva tip today, that is exactly why don't let your kids spend the night just anywhere. Be mindful of who you expose your kids to, because on the outside it could seem all good, but on the inside you never know what's going on in that house. Don't expose your kids. Anyway, guys, chat with me. I'll chat back. Hit the like button. I'll see you in the next video.